Welcome back to Masculine Scrapping. Like most cats, Joey loved taking naps, and so we've got a lot of pictures of him doing naps. These mats and graphics were created using Cricut Design Studio and then cut out and drawn on my Cricut Maker. The background paper came from a cat paper pack, and I chose the rest of the colors based on that color. I'm using an old photograph here, turned upside down, that helps to press down the photos without leaving smudge marks from your fingers. And I've also found that fingers tend to stick to photographs, and then your whole project moves if you try to press it down like that on your own. So, okay. I usually don't show you the whole process of designing and cutting things out, just because it certainly takes a lot of time to do this. This project, between the design work and the cutting out work, probably took about an hour, and I'm not sure you want to watch me go through that process, but it is fun to kind of watch the final stages where you're putting it all together. I am putting the photographs down first, because the graphic goes on top of the photograph in some cases. If you look carefully there, when I was doing the outline feature to create this mat, the Design Studio decided it was going to cut out some pieces. Sometimes I catch that, sometimes I don't, but the graphic normally covers it up, and so that's not always the biggest deal that has happened. It's a little annoying the way it looks when you're doing it, but when the product is finally done, you can't tell. So there we go. Okay. I am going to put this strip down. I'm putting this strip down to create a little border, but also because we're theming this album with a stitched pattern, and I think that that's important to try and get on as many pages as I can, and so I will overlap that here. Lots of tape, because this is a heavy project. I don't want it coming off the paper inside the album or before I get to that stage. I normally create all the albums, then I count all the pages, put the plastic page protectors in, so that I'm not moving the plastic page protectors in and out of the albums when I'm trying to put them together. So I do want to do a little overlap on that. I think when you overlap stuff, it helps to look a little more cooler. Okay, so that's what we have so far. We will be moving over to the sewing machine to put in the sewn strip. Alright, we are back at the sewing machine, and I'm going to start the process the same stitch pattern as we've used before. Basically just start with a stitch to hold it in, and I have an automatic machine that is used just for doing paper because I don't want to ruin my mother's quilting needles. So here we go. Make sure it's going well, and then I'll increase the speed. Get near the end, slow it down a bit so that I can control where it ends. And there we go. And then close off stitch. And there we go. we will be back in a bit to show you the final project. All right, we are back at the crafting table, and I am just going to tape off the threads to the back side. That keeps it nice and clean. Take those threads, fold them over, and a little bit of tape. Well, lost one. There we go. Just real important so you don't have that thread sticking out. All right, here we go. Memorial album to our first cat, Joey. This one is called Catnap, and lots of pictures of us, lots of pictures of Joey taking a nap, which he did a lot, as I think most cats do. And you can see the nice stitch border along the edge. Thanks for watching, and I would love to see your projects. Have a great day.